To this RS Media live commentary of today's game between Marine and Tottenham, the big FA Cup tie, of course, and the two sides are literally just walking out right now as well, so perfect timing. So we're going to run you through the lineup. So I'll start you off with the Spurs side. In goal, they've got Joe Hart, and they've got a back four, of Matt Doherty, Toby Alderweireld, Joe Rodon, and Ben Davies. We've got Sissoko and White, Harvey White, that is, the youthful Harvey White in midfield. And then they have Fernandez, Ali, and Lucas Moura just behind the front man, which is Carlos Vinicius. And on the bench for them, Sergio Reguilon, Davison Sanchez, Son is on the bench, Gareth Bale as well, sub-goalkeeper Gazaniga, Tanganga, and Dombele, Clark, and Devine make up the bench for Tottenham. And for Marine, we've got Bailey Passon in goal. We've got Solomon Davis playing right back, a back three of Hughes, Miley, and Raven. And then on the left-hand side, we've got Joyce. And then we've got Kengney, Barrigan, Devine, and Hamami. And then the lone striker is Cummins. And on the bench for them is Doyle, Mendes, Strickland, Shaw, Wignall, Howard, Ellison, and Lynch. And for anyone that might have been following this a little bit, Lynch is actually on a sort of short 2-week trial. Not trial, 2-week sort of loan, I think it is actually, in fact, where he's a co-manager of another club in the same division. And he's been allowed to basically play. Let me just kick Rye out a minute because he just jumps in there on his phone. But yeah, he's actually, David Lynch there is on a sort of joint contract between two clubs, just so he's on the bench for this game. And that's why he's allowed in the squad. The referee is Michael Oliver as well. And the formation, it looks like it's a three, sort of 3-2, well, sort of two wing backs that is, and then 4-1 for the home side, and then the away side is a 4-2-3-1 sort of formation with Dele Alli playing the number 10, the former MK Dons man, of course. So let's have a little look over a few stats for you before we get into the commentary itself. So this is Marine's, I think it's about their 7th time in the 7th game in the competition this season, I should say. Of course, last round they knocked out Havant and Waterlooville, and before that they knocked out Colchester as well, a side that Tottenham themselves were knocked out of the League Cup by just in 2019, so not too long ago at all, via a penalty shootout that day. So, of course, that's going to be something that plays into Marine's thoughts, no doubt. And, of course, they've got a lot of back in Marine as well in terms of Jamie Carragher sponsoring the kits. They've also got Carlo Ancelotti who's helped him out, and Liverpool have helped him out with some sort of tactical analysis and stuff as well. So they have some big names sort of help them out along the way this week, as it looks like Tottenham are going to be getting us underway any moment now. Just going to see, they're just showing the manager there for Marine, Neil Young. And he's just looking very, sort of very relaxed, actually. We've got a comment in there which I'll read in a bit as well. It looks like just looking here, they've got the fence in behind the sort of the next to the side of the pitch there, I should say, with the door numbers on it as well. So if you go and have a shot that ends up in somebody's garden, it basically tells you what door you should be knocking on to go and sort of collect and retrieve your ball again. So it basically tells you that, which is quite an interesting stat there as well. So it's the Spurs are on the ball early on, as you probably would expect. Just kicking off now, and they're just underway already, but it's well defended there by Marine and put out a play already by, I think it was one of the centre-backs. Couldn't quite see what one it was. It might have been Hughes. It's currently Ben Davies over the throws it to Lucas Moura, and Ben Davies gets it back. And he's going on a little marauding run here, trying to feed it down the line to Carlos Vinicius. And that was a great tackle there by the number 3, I think that was Joyce no, it wasn't. In fact, it was Miley for Marine there. Done well to win the tackle there. And it's currently Lucas Moura on the ball right now for Tottenham, and playing a 1-2 with Ben Davies. So, yes, of course, this is Marine's 7th game in the competition, and Spurs are just coming in at this stage. Of course, Spurs are already in a final this season, the League Cup final, and of course that will be being played at Wembley in a little bit of a delayed capacity as well. It's going to be played, I think, about April sort of time, as Marine just clear it there through the goalkeeper Bailey Passant towards the front man there, which is, I'm pretty sure that was Niall Cummins. And it's currently with Tottenham right now, and Matt Doherty, the former Wolves man, plays it along the back to, I think that was Toby Alderweireld, tries to play it long there, but again, Marine winning it in the air, and they're quite competitive in the early stages. I know we've only had a couple of minutes, but they're not really giving Spurs too much respect there. It was a good clearance by the number 2, Solomon Davis, coming off of the former MK Dons man, as I've already mentioned, Dele Alli there, and he's won a throw as Josh Solomon Davis there in his own half. 2 minutes on the clock, still goalless. We've had some games already today, and of course the big upset is Crawley convincingly beating Leeds by 3-0 earlier on. In other games, Chelsea beat Morecambe convincingly 4-0. Barnsley beat Tranmere 2-0. Bristol City beat Portsmouth 2-1. Cheltenham won after extra time against Mansfield by 2-1. And Man City also beat Birmingham 3-0 as well. So we just got Tottenham in possession of the ball now. Out to the left-hand side here, it's Ben Davies again, trying to, of course, keep his place here in the side for Spurs. Of course, they have rotated a bit. There's no Harry Kane in the squad today, but if things are to go a little bit awry for them, they do have the likes of Son and Gareth Bale on the bench, and they've probably, I don't know how much more they would be than in terms of their ratings. That would pay for the whole of the Marine team, and then you still have like probably 50-60 million left over just for one player. So probably even more than that, in fact. I'm pretty sure that David Raven is the only one for Marine that's actually had any experience, and he's actually he actually made his debut for Liverpool against Spurs as well, as they alluded to in the build-up there, as Fernandes has just been brought down around about 20 yards from goal, and an early opportunity for Spurs to test Bailey Passant in the goal there. Yeah, that's fine, Ra. I'll bring you in at half-time, absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully Marine are 2-0 up at that point. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just having a look here now. Of course, Bailey Passant is trying to get his wall set, and it's 2 men over it for Spurs, Harvey White and also Lucas Moura. Harvey White, the young man. One I couldn't do an awful lot of research about because I didn't even have a lot of time. And by the time that I knew he was in the lineup, but he is over this free kick, as is Lucas Moura. And it is White to take, and it's well deflected there behind off a Marine head. Oh, no, not even behind. They've kept it in fact, as well. And it was towards the number 7 there, which was Kaney as well. And he chested it down, but he couldn't really do anything with it. He couldn't keep it in play. And Spurs are on the attack again there. And they've got another throw in now with Ben Davies. You can see a few people congregating outside their houses because actually there is a sort of barbed wire fencing, but you still get a very good view of the pitch. There's a couple of people there with their children sort of just watching the game from at the front of the house. And it would be great if you could actually have fans in the stadium, but of course, under the current climate, you can't due to the coronavirus. There you go. Spurs are in there, but it's well defended by Marine and well cleared actually in the end by the number 11, Barrigan. And it's with Spurs now and White again just in possession. He gives it to Fernandes, and he plays it out to the right-hand side here to Matt Doherty. And Gedson Fernandes gets it back again here now and gives it to Toby Alderweireld, the Belgian. And good little bit of play here by Tottenham. Now Matt Doherty's on the ball again, and he's going to give it to, of course, the number 17, Musa Sissoko, and he's going to play a 1-2 there with Fernandes again. He gets it back here, and he goes out to the right to Doherty, who puts it in. There's a chance here for Spurs early on. Dele Alli's going to have a shot, and it's straight at Bailey Passant there, who actually does really well to claim that one. And a nice early touch for the Marine shot stopper there, who dealt with that very comfortably in the end. It was good effort from Spurs, good build-up play as well, and Dele Alli's shot was comfortable for him, and straight at him in the end there. So it's currently 0-0, Marine and Tottenham, but Spurs, as you expect, in the ascendancy in terms of possession, and really trying to get an early goal there to settle any nerves that they might have going to a very new stadium for them. But this Marine are staying in this tie very well at the moment, and they're getting a couple of early touches of the ball as well in their lovely shirts there, which have been sponsored by Jamie Carragher. And there is a few press people in there by the looks of it as well in the seated section, which is only 389 that holds the seated section of that sort of stand there behind the goal. So that's just the press, obviously, and I think that's probably where the BBC cameras are as well. And there's a chance there, Bodie Pazan, that was a good delivery by Tottenham there from that corner. He comes out and he does really well to get a strong couple of hands, well, 2 hands on it, I should say. Excuse me, and parry it away. And Spurs are currently just got a throw in here with Ben Davies now. And Ben Davies going to get a cross in here, is he? No, he's going to try and feed Dele Alli, but that was well intercepted there on the edge of the box. But Marine tried to play it forward, but only as far as Toby Alderweireld, who gets it off of Ben Davies and now feeds Matt Doherty, the Republic of Ireland man. And he gives it to Gedson Fernandez now, gives it to Toby Alderweireld. He's going to switch the play there to see who that was. I think it might have been Ben Davies again, in fact. And it's a good play there by Spurs, and Carlos Vinicius coming back. Has to knock it back to his defensive man there, though. Toby Alderweireld again, the Belgian. And Spurs just trying to build it through the midfield at the moment. Very commanding in terms of the possession. But actually, as I say that, they gave it away there as well. Moussa Sissoko has given the ball away there. And it was a good little bit of play here by Marine, who were just trying to show their physicality there. The young man, Harvey White, was just muscled off the ball. But Spurs are still in possession, and it is him again on possession right now, with Sissoko involved as well. And also Alderweireld and Joe Roden just getting a touch there as well. Alderweireld right now is going to go and switch the play here over to this left-hand side to Ben Davies, who's going to knock it on. Lucas Moura drops into the hole a bit, and here he goes on a run now. Nice amazing run by the Spurs man, and he fires it over the top there. That was good play, though, by Lucas Moura there. Of course, the man who was Spurs' hero in the Champions League just a few seasons ago. And that was a lovely little turn there. He left his man for dead, David Raven, and has a lovely effort. But in the end, it's too high and doesn't test Bailey Pazan in the Marine goal. But there's bright play there by Tottenham. It's currently 0-0 for anyone that's joining us late on the channel. Of course, we do have coverage of a game later on as well, which is the Newport-Brighton game. And that might be where you might see an upset possibly as well, with Newport's form in this competition. So you can join us for that one later as well. At around about 7:40 or so, 7:35, 7:40. As Marina just won a free kick here as well. Michael Oliver's just given it. Well, at least it looked like they'd given it. Has he given it? No, he hasn't. That's with Spurs right now, and Toby Alderweireld, who's just going to play it out to Matt Doherty, who knocks it on there. And that's now with Moussa Sissoko, who's going to try and cross the ball in. Does a really good sort of crossfield pass there. And here's Harvey White now on the edge of the box. It's just been shoved down. And that is a free kick there. I think that was Hamami there, the number 8 for Marine, who's just given that one away. And yet again, Spurs are in another very dangerous shooting position here in the early stages of this game, trying to get their ascendancy early on, as you would expect. And yet again, it's them who have an early opportunity to test Bailey Pazan in the Marine goal. And of course, if this goes in, it's going to be a real sort of difficult late afternoon, early evening for Marine. And there is a couple over it. Harvey White's over it, but it wasn't him that took it. In fact, it was I think it was in fact Lucas Moura. In fact, but it's now Dele Alli on possession of the ball. He does well there to hold up the play and gives it back to Ben Davies. And he's going to play it along to Joe Rodon, the former Swansea City man, who knocks it on to Ben Davies now. And here's Harvey White again. That's a good play there. Oh, and that was straight through to Bailey Pazan that time. And he's yet again claimed that one. I did just want to see that. I'm sure that is Harvey White, his name is, isn't it? Let me just double check. Hopefully I've got his name right. Yep, it is. They do have another youngster, Alfie Devine, on the bench as well. We'll run you through the lineups again at half time if there's any changes and stuff, of course. As Marina competing very well here now. That was the number 4 that time. Sorry, no, not the number 4. The number 5, I think, in fact. Miley. It's with Tottenham right now, and here's Jedson Fernandez is going to run here now into the area, and it's a good tackle there by the Marine centre-back, who knocks it on here now, and is good opportunity here now for Marine to hold it up, which they weren't quite able to do there with Cummings. Of course, their top goal scorer this season is Cummings as well. And now Joyce has just won the throw-in there. As you see, they're sponsored by The Athletic as well for this game, which, of course, is a very great source for if you want to get your information on sort of transfers and things like that. On the back of their shirt there. So it's Marine in possession right now. And it was the number 9, Cummins, just muscled off the ball there. And there was a number 11, Barragan, who just had the ball in hand over this free kick. But he's going to leave it to the number 8, which is Hamami. Another man that's in form for them. He's scored himself a few goals as well. Hamami's over it. He's going to whip this one into the box. And it's well cleared by Spurs in the end, in their usual white shirts, of course, as Marine, when I think this is a different kind of shirt to them, it's a different colour, as they try and head it through there. And it's a first touch for the former England man, Joe Hart, who's just come out and claimed that one quite convincingly. Hugo Lloris is another man not in the squad. They are trying to rest a few players, of course, as I've already mentioned, Gareth Bale and Son have made the bench, but there's no Hugo Lloris, there's no Harry Winks. There's also no Harry Kane as well. So they are leaving a few of the big guns at home. And I wonder if that will come back to bite them maybe. But more than likely, with the quality they've got on this pitch, it should, of course, be enough anyway without those couple of players there. It would have been nice for Marine to see the England captain, playing at their Rossett Park Stadium now. Of course, it really would. But they get to see a lot of quality here anyway. And it's a good touch there by the Marine man now Cummins, who tries to feed it down the line to, I think that was Kengney, but Spurs get it back here now in possession with Hart and now Doherty. And then here's Harvey White again, just touches it on to the left-hand side to Joe Rodon. And now Ben Davies gets a touch as well. And then it's back with the Spurs defence now, and Toby Alderweireld looking to bring it out of defence here. And he does try and do so. He puts it out to this left-hand side again. Here's Ben Davies now. And Harvey White there. Here's Lucas Moura. He's going to play it into towards Jedson Fernandez, but that was well defended by Marine there. And Harvey White gets it in the midfield here. 15 played. Marine still holding their own in this tie here. And, Spurs are in full control of possession, but they haven't scored that all-important goal yet. The stat that matters is the one in the top corner there saying Marine 0, Tottenham 0. So it's very good for the non-league minnows right now. Of course, if it is 0-0 come the end of 90 minutes, we will have an extra time as well, an extra 30 minutes and penalty shootout to decide. There's no replays. I'm just showing the Tottenham bench there. There's Ledley King as well. Of course, former Tottenham man. And of course, see Jose Mourinho was there just a second ago. I just showed him. Of course, they're all very well socially distanced as well, which is of course great to see that. As much as things would be a lot better if there were fans in the stadium and it was a full Rossett Park. It's it's still nice. You can see people there. There's a couple of girls there with a couple of glasses of wine as well. So probably trying to enjoy their early evening whilst getting to see their local sides in action. And it's now with Harvey White and Jedson Fernandez. Matt Doherty then and Toby Alderweireld now is going to look to play this one out of the defence, which he isn't able to do. So he just takes his time there now and then plays it back to Matt Doherty again. He's going to give it back to the Belgian man as well. He's going to get absolutely acres of space here now. No Marine man trying to close him down at all. And he just gives it straight to Matt Doherty. They're just letting them kind of keep possession here, are the Marine side, and in their own half anyway. Just letting Spurs play it around. It's currently with Joe Hart right now. He's getting another touch of the ball. But yeah, it's going to look to go long, this one. The former Man City and Burnley man, of course. And it's now with Fernandez, going to whip it in, and it's absolutely wasted, that one. Carlos Vinicius was in the area there trying to cause some mayhem, but that delivery was very poor from Fernandez and ends up behind Bailey at Passant's goal. Still 0-0, Marine and Tottenham. And Marine are probably going to be very happy with this. I'm sure they will be, in fact. What I will say as well in regards to Marine is they do have a nice little cup song, a very old-fashioned FA Cup song. And it's a shame that obviously there's no fans in there to sing that on the terrace, because it does sound a very nice song. From obviously I heard it last night, and I've also heard it today just before on the coverage as well. It's a lovely little old style FA Cup song. And here's Spurs right now. It's well defended though by the Marine defender there. I think it might have even been Hughes that time. Couldn't see the number on the back of his shirt though, so apologies if I'm wrong. Here's Dele Alli in possession right now, the England man. He's getting some game time as well. He's hasn't had a lot of game time for Spurs this season. Looked like he might have been on his way out at one stage as well. Here's Harvey White now. Gets it back. Tries to trickle that one through to Moussa Sissoko there. Good play by Mourinho, and they win possession back here as well. Trying to feed the man, which is Kengley there. And Kengley's going to try and have an effort. And he does have an effort. And that isn't that far away, in fact. And it's taking a deflection as far as I can see there as well. And it looks like Marine do have a corner kick here. It's a good little run there by Kengley, and it takes a deflection in the end. I think it comes off of... oh no, it hit the crossbar. That's a great effort there from Kengley. And has Joe Hart beaten, and that pounds off the crossbar, that one. Crossbar still shaking right now. The great effort from the Marine man there. I don't even know if Joe Hart or somebody might have got a touch to parry that onto the bar as well, but that was that would have been a wonderful goal. That would have been goal of the round for sure. Maybe even goal of the tournament. And it's great play there by Marine from the corner as well. They've still got possession here now with Hamami. And there's that hands, maybe? Referee says no. It's now behind from Marine's throw-in. And you can see now they've given Spurs a lot of respect in the early stages. But in fact, if you look at the chances with that one there, as much as it come from nothing, Marina probably had the best chance in the opening stages there with that one as well. A little bit lower, and that would have been 1-0 to the non-league minnows at the home side there. And wow, you would have heard that one around Rossett Park, that's for sure. David Raven there now. It's just giving away a throw-in. It looks like it was outside the box if that was been handball anyway. It wasn't in the area. Just showing a replay of it again now. And here's Tottenham with Lucas Moura. Not fouled. No, correct decision in my opinion there from the referee, Michael Oliver. That one is a foul though in the back of the Tottenham man there, which I'm pretty sure I think it was Ben Davis. That one's definitely called right by the referee. It is, I think that's Harvey White over it. Going to whip this one into the area. And it's another weighted delivery there from Tottenham. And very well played from Mourinho, just to sort of see that one behind without getting a touch. There's Jose Mourinho, the Spurs man. Of course, his side high flying in the division in the Premier League, 4th in the league. Of course, just reached the cup final as well, the League Cup final, just a few days ago with that victory over Brentford. Well, they'll be facing Manchester City, but they really were, just a few inches away from being 1-0 behind against non-league Marine there with that effort from Kengley. That was a fantastic shot. Give him a lot of time and space, and he's fired that one from, I don't know, maybe even all of 40 yards or so, and it smashed Joe Hart's bar. Here's Harvey White now for Tottenham. And Tottenham are going to try and build it down this left-hand side. So Carlos Vinicius, but Bailey Passant comes out and just smashes it forward into the Spurs half, and it's tidied up by Toby Alderweireld. Back to Joe Hart though. Joe Hart's going to just take his time over this one. There's no Marine man trying to close him down. So just plays it out short. You're coming to the halfway point of the first half, and Marine are very much in this tie still. Spurs haven't had a real gilt-edged chance just yet. They've had a few opportunities that have been quite easy saves for the goalkeeper, but here they are now again. Here's Moussa Sissoko. Gives it to Dele Alli here. Dele Alli's going to have a shot as he opens up his body, and he's going on a little mazy run here. He gets it back as well. Here's Dele Alli into the box, and there's the first goal of the game. And it's scored by Tottenham, and it's gone to the man, I think that's Carlos Vinicius that time, who took about 3 or 4 touches. There was no Marine man anywhere near him, and as much as Marine could have been 1-0 up early on, there's the opening goal for Spurs. Carlos Vinicius, the man there, sort of miscued it originally, then he gets another bite of the cherry again, then another one, and that is Tottenham in the ascendancy with the opening goal now. Good play there by the England man, Dele Alli. So Carlos Vinicius, who takes about 4 touches and then just smashes it into an open goal there. And the side who are 4th in the Premier League lead the non-league side, Marine. And it's literally from on the goal line pretty much there that Carlos Vinicius scores that one. There's no missing that in the end. He could have done anything he wanted, and that would have been 1-0 to the away side there. Here's Spurs in the ascendancy again there. Carlos Vinicius after 24 minutes, giving them the lead. Of course, that's quite a shame actually for Marine there as well. They have done okay so far in this game. And they are in the possession of the ball here now. They might even have a chance here down this right-hand side. And it's Solomon Davis. Couldn't quite get on the end of that one from Joyce there, I think it was. It's good play there by Tottenham down this left-hand side. And the referee says no free kick as well. Here's Marine in the attack here now. Here's Cummins. Tries to feed it to Hamami there. And it's put behind for a Marine throw-in. Right in front of the signs there saying good luck Marine and going Marine, etc. that the kids have made by the looks of it. Of course, here's Marine's number 3 now, Joyce. On the left-hand side, he's giving it away as well. That was well intercepted by the goal scorer there, Carlos Vinicius. And he gives it back to Jedson Fernandez, who gives it back to the goal scorer again. And Fernandez trying to look to get it forward to Vinicius, who then plays it out to the left-hand side here now. And he gets it back here, does Fernandez. He's going to have an effort here. and he fires it over into the stand and almost took the head off one of the media team or whoever it is behind the goal there then with that effort. But that was, again, good play by Spurs. Dele Alli involved as well. Jedson Fernandez has an effort there, and he almost takes the head off somebody in the crowd. There's one of the media team. As Jose Mourinho still is not looking very happy at all, actually. He's looking a little bit annoyed for some reason there. Can't be winning this one 11-0 against these Marine boys. They are going to show you some fight, and they are going to show you determination and try and make it difficult for you. There's just having a look here. We've had 26 minutes, and Tottenham have already completed 140-odd passes to Marine's 24. So you can see who the side really in the ascendancy is. They're literally just keeping the ball here, just playing very simple, short passes. And I think Marine, will be lucky if Spurs don't end with over 1,000 in this game in terms of completed passes at this rate. Just giving them a lot of time and space on the ball. But Marine are in here now, and it's the number 7, which is Kengley, the one who had that fantastic effort that smashed the crossbar. But it was muscled out that time. I think they've realised what he can do now. Here's Musa Sissoko for Tottenham. He comes out here into the midfield. He gives it to Dele Alli now. Dele Alli is going to look up here, and he gives it to Fernandez. He gets it back from him again. And he goes out to this right-hand side now to Matt Doherty, who gives it into the area. And it's well cleared by the Marine man, but only as far as Toby Alderweireld and Matt Doherty there now. Here's Toby Alderweireld again. It's well defended there by Mourinho, the midfielder there. I think that was, might have been Barrigan, in fact, trying to get ahead on that one. But it's now back with Tottenham again, looking to build from the back. Early stages of this game were, very much Tottenham. The first sort of 25, 28 minutes here now, in fact. They have done really well just to keep it at 1-0 of Marine, especially because, they have just conceded as well not too long ago. Here's Lucas Moura now, Fernandez. Here's Sissoko. Sissoko out wide to Doherty. Good play into midfield there from the Republic of Ireland man. Into Harvey White. Doherty gets it back from Gedson Fernandez, and it's out of play that time. A little bit too long there. And Marine are going to be taking this throw in any second now. Just losing by the 1-0. Carlos Vinicius after about 24 minutes, I think it was on the clock. And we'll just double check that for you though. Yes, 24 minutes on the clock, yeah. Set up by Dele Alli. Here's Jedson Fernandez trying to get into there. But it's good play here towards Cummins. And well tidied up by Joe Rodon, who knocks it back there, the former Swansea City man. Just signed in the summer, of course. This real excellent prospect is the Welshman. He's in possession of the ball again now. Gives it to Fernandez. He gets it back from him as well. Lovely little 1-2 between the pair. He gets it back, goes forward towards Dele Alli again. And Dele Alli's on a mazy run here now. Tries to feed it into the area, and there's the second goal. Carlos Vinicius puts it into the back of the net there. Touched on by, not too sure who that was, for Tottenham who touched it on in the end. But Carlos Vinicius, yet again, with, just about an inch or two from the ball already being over the line, just smashes it off the goal line and into the back of the net. 2 very easy goals for Carlos Vinicius, but I'm pretty sure that he won't mind at all. As Spurs now make it 2. He's going to see that again there. Dele Alli involved. Matt Doherty there knocks it on. Is he just ahead of play? Was well saved from the original effort there by Bailey Pazan. And it's 2-0 to the visitors now. And it's a real mountain to climb for the lower division side, who, of course, have already caused an upset in this competition, knocking out Colchester. But, you can't give Vinicius that much space. Fantastic save originally. You have to give Bailey Pazan a lot of credit for that one. But then, of course, Carlos Vinicius has already scored one. And he's hungry for a second, which he's just got there. And I wouldn't put it past him to make that a hat-trick at some point this evening as well. Here's Lucas Moura now. Lucas Moura just been fouled on the edge of the box. Wonder if Vinicius is going to want his hat-trick early on here. He might go for his hat-trick straight after getting this one now. And is this going to be a yellow for Kengley as well? Might not be. Doesn't look like it is. So it's currently Mourinho 0, Tottenham 2. Carlos Vinicius with both of the goals. Here's a free kick for Tottenham just on the edge of the box. There's a couple of men over it. Lucas Moura being one of those. And Harvey White as well. It could be a real cricket score if Spurs, get 2 or 3 more in this half. It'd just be, a real shame for Mourinho if they end up losing this one by a massive score now. It's going to be Lucas Moura over the free kick. Is he going to leave it to Harvey White? Let's see. Here's Moura. There's Moura. Beautiful free kick from Lucas Moura. It's now Mourinho 0, Tottenham 3. What a wonderful goal that one as well from Lucas Moura. No chance for Benny Passan. And as I just said, it could well end up being a cricket score now for Mourinho here today against these high-flying Spurs. There's Lucas Moura just clapping there, thunderous shot. And goalkeeper has absolutely no chance. And there we are. Spurs in the ascendancy by 3-0 now. And Mourinho have it all to do. They really do. Absolutely wonderful free kick, that one, though. Just celebrating there as well. And Spurs are on the attack again here now. Carlos Vinicius. They really want to kill this one off before half-time. Imagine here's Gedson Fernandes. And there's Moussa Sissoko there. Imagine what Spurs might end up doing here now. This could be a cricket score. It really could. Here's Harvey White now. And it's good play there by Fernandes. Just been shoved to the floor, but it's Moussa Sissoko picks it up anyway and gives it back to Joe Rodon. And then a lovely 1-2 there with Toby Alderweireld. Toby Alderweireld now gets it out to Matt Doherty. There's Toby Alderweireld again into the centre of the park now. Moussa Sissoko from Gedson Fernandes. Sissoko is going to try and feed Moura. Here's Moura now. There's Davis. Oh, that one's not too far from being 4 either from Ben Davis there. And Mourinho, yet again, troubled, but not troubled by a goal that time. But it was good play yet again from Tottenham. And that was a good effort there, wide of the goal from Ben Davis. We're currently 34 minutes on the clock. And we've had 2 goals from Carlos Vinicius and 1 from Lucas Moura to see Spurs in a commanding 3-0 victory as it stands at the moment. 3-0 lead, I should say. And Benny Passan saving this goal kick now. It's going to slip as he takes it. And here we go now. It's with the number 11 for Barragan there, giving it away though. Here's Sissoko now. There's Davis. Sorry, it's Dele Alli. There's Rodon now with Davis. There's Dele Alli on possession of the ball again. Here's Gedson Fernandes. Goes out to the right-hand side. Matt Doherty. Fernandes. Doherty again. Here we go now. It's with Tottenham once again with Dele Alli now. Into Lucas Moura here. Plays it down the line. Ben Davis plays it across. It's well defended there by the Marine man. I think that might have been Hughes there, the right-sided centre-back, possibly. It's now with Mourinho. It'd be nice if they were to get a goal. Make a bit of a cup tie of it. Here's Cummins now. There's a couple of on-running men here. And here we go. It's Joyce. Joyce. Good block there by, I think that was Joe Rodon that time. And it's now hit the referee there. And that was from Rodon. It just hit the referee there. And of course, it's got to be given to the side that was in possession of the ball at the time, if that does happen. But there you go. That was good play by Mourinho there, and good effort, but well blocked in the end by Joe Rodon there, the number 14 for Tottenham. would be lovely if they scored a goal, and that would definitely be something to take from the day for them. It's currently with Tottenham right now again. Joe Hart knocks it on to Toby Alderweireld and Joe Rodon as well. Here's Fernandez now. Here's Sissoko in the middle of the park. Plays it out to Alderweireld. Back to Rodon again. Good touch on there by the Spurs man there. That was Ben Davies. There's a man down for Tottenham, but they're going to play on here now with Matt Doherty on this right-hand side. Here's Dele Alli now. Here's Lucas Moura, scorer of the third, of course. Good ball in there. Well defended by the Marine man, but it's now with Fernandez. He's going to knock it on. So not Fernandez that time. It's Dele Alli, sorry. Gets it back. It's a good effort now from Vinicius. There's the hat-trick from Carlos Vinicius. There's the fourth. There's the hat-trick from Vinicius, as I just said there. That one a little bit more difficult to score than the other two. But yeah, Spurs are in the ascendancy 100% now, as I said. And there's four. Carlos Vinicius with three of them. Lucas Moura with the other one. And Marine are really struggling to keep, keep paid with the Premier League big guns here now. Of course, Spurs, haven't played against a non-league opposition in this competition for some time. The last one being Altrincham, with that one being 3-0 victory on that day. And it looks like so far they've gone one better, with the opportunities to go a lot better than that in this tie. It's a lovely goal as well. Got it out of his feet. Just kind of lovely shot there. Goalkeeper, lovely attempt to try and get it there. But yeah, it was a great finish from Carlos Vinicius. And the on loan man has grabbed a hat-trick in the first half. Latest score, Marine 0, Tottenham 4. Stevenage could do a lot better than this. I remember when Stevenage played them just a couple of years back. Stevenage of League One at that point. Took Spurs to a replay after a 0-0 draw down at the Lamex Stadium here. And ended up losing just by 3-1 at White Hart Lane. Here's Moussa Sissoko right now. Brings it out. Here's Lucas Moura. Of course, going back to that game at White Hart Lane as well, Stevenage did take the lead in that day with Joel Byron's penalty. As that was a good ball through there and well played by Bailey Pisan to come out and claim that one. Towards Dele Alli that time. I couldn't quite get on the end of it. As Bailey Pisan takes this goal kick. Plays it out to the man Hamami there. Here's Cummins. Hamami's got it back. It's in behind here now. Whips it in. It's gone behind. Has he won the corner as well, has he? No, he hasn't. It's gone behind for a goal kick. I wonder if it's gone onto anyone's garden that time. I wonder if anyone's... we've had 40 minutes so far. I wonder if any of them have had to go and retrieve a ball from their garden. Doesn't look like it just yet. You see there's a Jurgen Klopp lookalike there. Was that? Or was that Jurgen Klopp? I think it's probably more of a lookalike, but... Oh, it's a cardboard cutout is what it is. That's quite an interesting one. That's quite funny, that. Here's Tottenham in possession now with Dele Alli. Spurs looking to make it 5 before the break. Gives it to Toby Alderweireld now. Knocks it on to Matt Doherty. Plays it into the centre of the park there. Here's Moussa Sissoko now. Here's Harvey White, miscontrolled. And good play there by Marine to try and get it forward. But Matt Doherty there has possession of the ball now. Here's Harvey White again, the young man. Plays it to Sissoko. It's a good turn by him. Here's Moussa Sissoko now. Knocks it on to Lucas Moura. Into the area he goes. Here's Matt Doherty, and there's an effort there over the top from Carlos Vinicius, looking for his. Sorry, not Carlos Vinicius that time. Yeah, it might have even been Vinicius. Let's have a look. It was down that right-hand side. Matt Doherty there. Let's see. Plays it in. Yeah, it was Vinicius there who has that shot and looking to get his fourth of the half. So we've had 41 minutes on the clock. Currently, Mourinho at Tottenham 4. We can't show coverage, unfortunately. You have to find your own coverage. This is a live commentary, but we cannot show the game, unfortunately, due to copyright laws. So we will have to mention that if anyone does put that in the chat, unfortunately. It is live across the BBC, or you will have to find the stream. We cannot show it to you. Of course, don't forget, you can always like and subscribe to the channel as well. RS Media. You can give us a follow across the social media platforms by giving us a little message on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter. You can also like us on Facebook as well, and the YouTube, etc. Leave us a little comment in the chat there as well. Tell us if you're watching the game and who you support, where you're from, and things like that. It's a good bit of play there by Cummins. Just lost out though to Tottenham. It's Toby Alderweireld over it. Joe Rodon now. Here's Ben White. Not Ben White, sorry, Ben Davis, I should say. Here's Lucas Moura now. Now with Davis again. Here's Sissoko. Referee's letting that one go. That's a foul on Davis there, but he's letting him play on. It's now back with the Welsh international. He switches play here to the right-hand side towards Doherty, but Joyce does well there. That's good play into Moussa Sissoko here. Dele Alli was shoved to the floor, but Sissoko is the one that wins the free kick. Of course, these Marine side are all part-timers as well. They do have other jobs. Cummins, the striker, who's their captain, is also a school teacher. That's one that I did notice when I wrote down. Some of these boys from Marine have decent experience as well. James Joyce has played for FC United and Manchester. He also played a couple of times in the Europa League as well. For, I think it was TNS, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look here. No, Clandando it was, in the Welsh League. Played a few Europa League games for them. Of course, there's some there that have had Football League experience as well. David Raven being the main one. It's now with Marine now, just knocking it along there. And here is Hamami, the number 8. I think, no, sorry, it wasn't, in fact. It was actually Solomon Davis, in fact, there. Trying to feed Kengney. Just see Hamami there, that's why. There's David Raven coming out of defence, does well there. Had a lot of experience in the Football League, has David Raven. It's one of the only few in this side that I have. Here's Carlos Vinicius now. That's David Raven there. Does well to stop that one going through there from Carlos Vinicius. Currently given away there. Vinicius has got it here now. Vinicius has just been caught there, has he? The referee says play advantage, has he? But Dele Alli tried to knock it onto him, but it had already been brought down. So the referee has blown up there. We will shortly be finding out how much stoppage time we have in this half as well. Good opportunity for Spurs to make it 5 here before the break. So just having a look here now. Solomon Davis has played a couple of games for Tranmere as well. That is actually half-time. They're not going to allow this free kick to be taken. So at the break, it is currently Marine 0, Tottenham 4. It's the Carlos Vinicius show, really, at the moment. scoring a hat-trick there, 24, 30 and 37. Lucas Moura scoring in between as well, to make that 4-0 to the side fourth in the Premier League as well. And there's a real, sort of quality about this Spurs side that shone through. As much as Mourinho did have an early opportunity as well that fired off of the crossbar from probably around about 40 yards or so. So let me bring in Rye as well to the stream here. And so far at half-time, it's Mourinho 0, Tottenham Hotspurs 4.
Good evening, everyone.
You all right, mate?
Very good. Very good game of football at the moment.
Yeah, Spurs are running ragged though, weren't they? But that was unlucky, that effort from Mourinho early on.
Yeah, that effort from the number 7, which is...
it was Kengley, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he did hit it from about 40 yards out.
Yeah.
It rattled the bar and it stayed in the air.
I know.
And because it stayed in the air, Joe Hart had to parry it over the bar. And that's why the corner was given.
Okay. All right. I didn't notice. I thought it was just a direct shot that smashed the crossbar, but yeah.
Well, it was a direct shot that hit the bar.
Yeah.
But because it rattled the bar and stayed in the air,
Joe
Hart had to claw it away from the goal.
Yeah.
But the first quarter of the game...
they were in it for about 25 minutes, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very well played. And they could have easily scored again. I mean, they could have easily scored their first goal as well when that shot was blocked by Joe Rodon.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, Spurs are running ragged. I mean, Carlos Vinicius scoring his first 2 goals were only from a yard out. Both
exactly, yeah. Like anyone would have, that would have been the Marine guy. Cummins, their scorer, would have probably put them away for Spurs as well. But
I mean, the goalkeeper's not done too bad either for Marine.
He's had a busy half though. He really the defence have done okay. There's a few players in there that have done all right. But it is the Vinicius show really at the moment, and it was quite funny just looking around the ground there as well. That there was a few people just kind of outside their houses, outside their flats. The one with the Jurgen Klopp cut out as well. That made me laugh a little bit.
yeah. And Spurs ended the half really strong, as they do. I mean, they're showing why they're 4th in the Premier League. I mean, this is a makeshift team from...
Just showed that effort again as well now, that Marine effort. That was a fantastic shot. It's literally just, he's got 3 men around him there and he fires that one and it's an absolute beaut of an effort, that. Really like a little inch or 2 lower and that's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Joe Hart would have been beat. But Vinicius, he scores the first goal, and as they're showing it now, and it was from a yard.
Good play, Dele Alli. That was, unlucky there from the Marine man. I think it might have been Miley. Yeah.
And then this second goal, where Matt Doherty had the ball from Dele Alli, which I thought would have been cut out really well from the keeper, but keeper did save
the original shot. Yeah. It was a good save as well.
It was a good save, but unfortunately, Vinicius managed to sneak in behind and score.
And then the third goal, another 1 yard tap in again.
Well, at least he didn't trickle it over the line and shoot.
Miscued it the first time, didn't he? It took about 6 touches in the box there.
I think he was trying to do that just so that it was closer. So his average goal shots were from
a
yard out.
This is a great free kick, a wonderful free kick that from Moura.
Lucas Moura from that range, getting it up and over the wall and into the back of the net from there. Great free kick. I mean, he's shown his class there to make it 3-0. And then obviously
Vinicius,
the
that
fourth
fourth goal as well. It's a difficult one to take, and he's got to try and get it over the head of the two defenders there as well, and he's able to do that, and then cushion it into the corner as well. When it was a lovely, that was unlucky there from the Marine man who tried to get the original tackle there. It was the number 8 Hamami, and Vinicius gets it there, and just kind of ups it, sort of cushions it past the goalkeeper, and goalkeeper obviously dives for it, tries to get his hand to it, but couldn't reach it. Yeah,
he's been unfortunate, the goalkeeper as well. I mean, 4 goals. I mean, they've had 6 or 7 shots on target against him, so he's done really well. I mean, 4 goals. I mean, I was texting my stepdad, Steve, and he's like, there's no way Marine are going to get back from this. Stop texting me and enjoy the game.
You see Gareth Bale there trying to claim for a yellow card for, I think it was Jason Fernandez going down. He's like, give him a yellow, book him.
But
did you also see, what I will touch on in this sort of half-time break as well, the message from Marine to Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer and Ian Wright saying, unless you've got your virtual tickets, you're not allowed in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't need virtual tickets because they would have match passes because they're part of the media team.
They've still got them now. I think they've sold over, I'm pretty sure they sold over something like 20,000 virtual tickets in the end.
Yeah, 20,000, and I think they're still selling them now.
Yeah.
Raising over 100,000 there. I mean,
it might be able to buy them. Might be able to buy them a player or two. Also, they tweeted about to Arsenal, didn't they, as well, saying last night we were offered Mesut Ozil on loan, but we can't have him because our bench is full.
Yeah. And there's also been one big shock in the FA Cup today, and that was Crawley Town beating Premier League
Leeds
United.
Just showing it now. That's a great save there. That one from the Leeds keeper.
Yeah, and if anyone didn't know, Mark Wright, the celebrity that they've signed on a non-contract terms, did come on in the 91st minute to make his debut for Crawley.
What's funny is I saw a stat. It was something like played 1 minute, 1 completed pass. What was it? Something like literally one. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
Apparently, he had Rafinha in his back pocket for 2 minutes. So...
I want to see what the reaction was like when he come on, like obviously with the Crawley team and whatever. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can he only play cup? Can he play league as well? Could he play in the league?
He can actually play in any competition because he is actually on a non-contact term.
Registered player. Yeah. Oh, right.
He is registered as a player.
Yeah.
Even though he is a celebrity as well. But hats off to Jerry Yates there. Very good manager he is. I mean, he started off with a first round tie against Torquay United.
Yeah.
And now look at them flying.
Yeah, they're in the 4th round.
Beating Leeds.
They've beaten Leeds already. Leeds love to be knocked out by a lower league team, don't they?
Yeah. But don't forget the 4th round and 5th round draws are from 7 p.m. tomorrow, which should be covered on RS Media. The draw takes the 4th round's at 7:10, and the 5th round is around 23 minutes past 7 in the UK on BBC One.
Yeah. It's quite an interesting couple of teams in there. Your boys Plymouth are in there as well.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a tie against Chorley because for the reason of Paul Mariner played for both sides and he is currently suffering from a brain tumor.
Okay.
Hopefully he has a speedy recovery.
Absolutely,
and all that.
And
but I would love
that as well. Of course, Swansea knocked out Stevenage, and that was a lovely little gesture from Wayne Routledge and from their team as well. That they did the shirt for the kit man's dad, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and I found out from Tom Pett earlier, who I spoke to earlier, the reason he got subbed at half time in that Stevenage game was
it's because we kept him up a few days before until 10:30.
No, it was just for tactical reasons. He isn't injured, and the penalty incident that he got fouled in, he says Freddie Woodman won the ball.
Fair enough.
So fair play to Tom there. A very special guest that we had on RS Media podcast Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And if you want to listen back to it, it is all over RS Media. Search it up on Spotify, Anchor, iCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Everywhere.
Just type in RS Media.
Anywhere that you get your podcast, it'll be on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this second half to see if Marine can come out and actually get a goal.
I'd love it if they scored. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they deserve a goal, I think, on the basis of that shot that hit the bar. But it'll be.
I'd love to see David Lynch come on as well. The joint manager at Clitheroe, they signed on a 14-day deal, I think it was. To sort of make up squad numbers. I'd love to see him come on just to, it's a little bit of FA Cup history, isn't it? So,
who did they sign?
David Lynch, that's on the bench.
All right. He's on loan from Clitheroe.
Yeah.
So,
it'd be quite funny if he comes on. He's the assistant manager or co-manager at Clitheroe, yeah.
He is the manager.
Yeah. They've just signed him because obviously they can't play. There's no games, is there, until they don't know what's going to happen with the league or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they do have Mamadou Traore as well, who signed.
Well, they don't. They don't actually. He's not on the bench, or he's not involved. He did actually send a message on their social media to say that he wasn't, saying good luck to the team and stuff. So I think it's been recalled. I think he's gone back.
Which is fair enough. I mean, he played really well for Marine, I've heard.
Yeah, he scored a few goals.
We did advertise this out on Twitter as well to the Marine fans. So if any Marine fan is watching, hello and good luck for the second half.
Spurs are getting a young lad ready. The other young lad that hasn't played a minute for them is coming on for his debut in this half as well. Alfie Devine now, the young Alfie Devine.
Yeah, and looks like Howard is coming on.
Yeah, Michael Howard, the number 18, yeah.
Well, it's a double substitution for
Spurs. Who's the other one? Is that who is that? Is that regular?
It's Tanganga.
Oh, Tanganga, another young lad, so they're giving a bit more youth experience. Okay, yeah.
And he's coming on for Toby Alderweireld.
That's right. So the two subs there, Alderweireld off, Tanganga on, and Devine came on for... Who did he come on for? I didn't quite see it. Is it Sissoko?
I don't know.
It's be fresh.
I didn't really see. But I'll let you get back to commentating, Mike. And we'll see you at full time.
I'll have a look. I'll find out in a sec, and I'll find out who the other sub is. All right. Cheers, mate. Thank you. So we're back underway here now. I will try and find out who that was that came off as well. I think it might have been Musa Sissoko. I want to find out the Marine change as well, who Howe has just come on for there. As Spurs are in possession already. That young lad there that's just come on, Alfie Devine, making his debut for Spurs there. Or senior debut anyway. And it's with Tottenham right now, and it's Dele Alli. Of course, you can make 5 subs in this competition as well, so they've still got the opportunity to bring on Gareth Bale or not Lucas Moura, sorry, Son as well. I'm not too sure who else they have on their bench, Spurs. Any youth that they might bring on. I think Jack Clark is another one that will probably get on at some point. So it's with Marine just over this goal kick now, and it's the goalkeeper Bailey Passant. Going to take this one. Still 4-0 to the away side, as that ball towards the Marine man there has been knocked on, but out of play. I've got some police presence there as well, just to keep an eye on everything, I suppose, in terms of around there. The local area there. It's Matt Doherty takes the throw in. Here's Marine now. Just an attack there. Who's that there? Is that Kengley again? Yes, it is. Another effort, this time straight into the hands of Joe Hart there. Joe Hart tries to go long here now towards Lucas Moura, who's one possession of the ball there. I want to see if is that Carlos Vinicius still up front? I need to see. Let's have a look at these 2 subs for Spurs and the one from Marine. Hold on. Quickly tell me. Lineups here. Hold on a second. So the subs there for Spurs are, it was Musa Sissoko that came off, and it was Adam Hughes that went off for Michael Howard for Marine there as well. Here's Marine in possession there. Just won a free kick. If they know it's not been given, I think that was young Devine that time. It was just in possession of the ball. Here's Spurs now trying to move forward. Jedson Fernandez that time. It's well played there by Marine's defence and hooked away. And here's Harvey White now. Good play there by the young man. Here's Joe Rodon. Into Dele Alli, given away. Here's the main man for Marine, Kengley, who's looked very bright today. Number 7 now. He's taking it round his man, Ben Davies. He's having a nice little battle with him there. And it's now with Solomon Davis. It's good delivery. Oh, it's good block actually from the Spurs man now as he tried to deliver it in. The number 20, which is Devine there. It's now all the way back with Bailey Passant. And it's well headed on by Marina, and Devine couldn't quite control it. Here's the substitute. It's now with Joe Rodon there. Touches it on to Ben Davis here. Back to Rodon again. Trickles ball to Dele Alli there. Switches the play. Over to this right hand side. Here's Tanganga now, the Spurs substitute who just come on just a matter of minutes ago. Here's Harvey Clark. Not Harvey Clark, sorry, I should say Harvey White, sorry. It's now with Marine again over on this left hand side here. With the number 3, which is James Joyce. Plays it into the middle there. Number 11, Barrigan knocks it on. Down the line there towards the on-running Marine man, which was, I couldn't quite see who it was, but it was straight through to Joe Hart though anyway. But the referee pulled it back for a free kick here. I think he may well have done. No, yes he has. Marine's free kick just inside the Spurs half. Just going to be whipped in. They're just trying to get a few into the box there at the non-league side. Cummins is one. Hamami's on the edge of the box there as well. Cummins being shoved in the back there. It's a good effort here from Mourinho, trying to get everybody forward. Here's the Hamami now, sorry. Whip that one in. Joe Hart comes and claims that comfortably, does the former Burnley man. Does really well there. Comfortable catch. Just falls on the ball there. As Mourinho are trying to look to get an early goal here now to, make a little bit of a tie. And of course, it will be something to give the fans not just that hope, but something to celebrate as well. Here's Dele Alli now on possession of the ball there. Knocks it back to Joe Rodon, who lets the ball roll through out of defence here. And Joe Rodon brings it out. Brings it to the right-hand side now. Matt Doherty. Here's Fernandes. Here's the substitute, Tanganga. Back to Fernandes again. Here's the substitute. Here's White, from Tanganga. Gets it back. Out to the right-hand side to Doherty now. And given away, David Raven does well to get that for Mourinho there. And tries to build the possession here. And here we go, Mourinho in here now. Hamami, I think that is. Has an effort and straight at Joe Hart there. But it was a good play from Mourinho there to build the possession out of defence and give it to Hamami. He's in form as well with Hamami. He scored a few goals this season for the Mariners and a bit unlucky there. Trying to test the Spurs goalkeeper there. Fringe goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper. Here's Dele Alli now. Here's Lucas Moura. Jedson Fernandes out to Ben Davis. Back to Dele Alli again. Dele Alli gets it back from Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura goes all the way back to Tanganga now. And here we are in possession of the ball with Spurs again. Dele Alli just about makes that one. Here's Lucas Moura now. Scorer of the third goal. Gives it to Jedson Fernandes. Gets it back from Davis. Here's Joe Rodon now. Dele Alli. Good ball in from Dele Alli here now. Is foul on the box there, on the edge of the box there, is it? No. Referee says play on. Here's the two young men combining now for Spurs with Devine and White. Here's Dele Alli involved as well. Here's Lucas Moura. Touch on to Dele Alli here. Dele Alli, good defending there by the Marine man. I think that might have been Miley that come out of defence that time. Oh, that was a bit of a nasty one there. Here's the Spurs man, Devine now. The young boy. Here's Joe Rodon. Japhet Tanganga. Joe Rodon again. Gives it to the young Devine here now as well. Number 54. Good play there with the young lad as well. White. Harvey White there. Here's Davis. Here's Moura. Moura into the box. Carlos Vinicius is in there. Has an effort and fires that one over the bar. The man who's already got a hat-trick today for Spurs. Has, not let that one... he hasn't controlled that one very well there. But David Raven might have put him off a little bit there, the former Liverpool man. And David Raven, of course, has lots of Football League experience. So we'll just quickly run you through a couple of the teams he's played for as well. Raven has played for a number of sides in the Football League, including, let's have a look here now. I have to find where his name is on the list. Here we are, including Tranmere, Carlisle and Shrewsbury. Played over 200 Football League appearances. Here's Tottenham bringing it out of defence now with Ben Davis that time. There's currently with Marines Joyce there. Here's White there, given away. And it's now a Tottenham Hotspur throw-in. Looking to get Gareth Bale ready. That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it, if they brought him on? 4-0, and that's one of the last names you want to see. You don't want to see Gareth Bale or Son Heung-min, but or maybe you do as Marine fans. Maybe you probably do, in fact. Here's Jedson Fernandes now. Dele Alli knocks it on. Lucas Moura, Fernandes, Dele Alli. Ben Davies on the overlap. He's not going to use him though. Here's Fernandes. There's Dele Alli again. Just about makes the ball. There's Jason Fernandes. Wins the tackle there. Up against Kegney. And here's Dele Alli again. Dele Alli is going to bring it out here. It goes into Carlos Vinicius that time. It's Ben Davies, and the ball has come off of Josh Solomon Davis there. And behind for a throw-in. 55 play. Still Mourinho 0, Tottenham 4. Solomon Davis over the throw-in. The number 2 there. And it's currently Spurs just losing out of possession in midfield. I'll appreciate that compliment. Thank you very much. No, they haven't, but I will take it. It's currently with Kegney right now. It's with Spurs here. Just in the middle there. Lucas Moura miscontrolled it. Is the young man knocks it on there. Does White to Dele Alli. Here's Lucas Moura now. Dele Alli again. Lucas Moura. Dele Alli. Dele Alli. Lucas Moura. Oh, great tackle there from the Marine defender, Miley. It's now with White. He gives it to Devine now. Young Jay Devine. Sorry, young Alfie Devine. Jay Devine is on the Marine side, if I remember correctly, in fact. And it's good play there by Tottenham now. Here's Ben Davies in possession of the ball. Gives it to White. Gives it to Devine. Back to Japhet Tanganga this time. Out to Matt Doherty now. Into White. Here's Ben Davies. Plays it out to the right-hand side here now. Dele Alli's playing a little bit more to this side now. Dele Alli takes on his man. Trying to take it past Kegney, but isn't able to do anything with it. Here's White now. Roden brings it out of defence, but gives it away there. And then the on-running ball from Kegney there wasn't able to be controlled. Here's Joe Hart. Lucas Moura now. Jason Fernandes just been brought down. The referee's going to pull it back for that free kick. Currently, Marine 0, Tottenham 4. .58 played. And it's Matt Doherty whips it into the box here. Bit of a weighted delivery, that one, is it? No, he's kept it in as Ben Davies. And Lucas Moura miscontrolled that. Wasn't able to get his foot around it. And it's put behind by Lucas Moura there for a goal kick. David Raven on the goal line as well. Would have probably had it covered. It was a good effort there from Lucas Moura, though, I suppose, in terms of trying to get that one into the back of the net. Dele Alli now is shown on the screen. And Marine here looking to attack, but it's well played by Japhet Tanganga, who whacks it up into the air. And I think that's the first one that's in somebody's garden as well. I wonder what number that is. It might be, not too sure what number that is, but that's over somebody's fence. So I think one of the players have got to go and knock on the door there. 23, they've got to go and knock on. Which might even be the one with the Jurgen Klopp cutout. Just panned on him again. It's back in play now with Tottenham here. Fernandes, Dele Alli. Good tackle there by Josh Solomon Davis. Here's Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura now knocks it into Devine. Devine scores his first goal for Tottenham. There's the fifth, and it's the young lad on as a substitute at half-time. It makes it 5 with his first goal for Spurs there. First senior goal, Alfie Devine has made it Marine 0, Tottenham Hotspur 5. Good play there by Tottenham Hotspur. The young man there, Alfie Devine. Good moment for him there, getting his first senior goal for the side. Good play. Lucas Moura brought him into play there. He does well there. Alfie Devine beats 2 men, puts the ball through 2 men there, I should say. And a lovely goal there from Alfie Devine. And that's Alfie Devine's first senior goal as well. Brilliant time for him there. You see the celebration from him as well. He's delighted to get off the mark there for Tottenham. Goes and celebrates with Ben Davies. See the curly hair there as well. The curly locks of Devine there. It's a great little moment for him. It's a good play here by Marine, but it's just put behind there by Ben Davies that time. Bailey Pesan has had a decent game, but he's been beaten yet again the 5th time. Young Alfie Devine on screen there again. A great moment for him. Number 54. It's been on the pitch about 15 minutes. He's only a young boy as well. He's only 15. Former Wigan youth. 16. Yeah, might be 15, might be 16. I've got to confirm that, but only a very young lad. Be telling everyone about that when he goes back to school again. Here's Fernandez now. He's been shoved off the ball there. And Jeffert Tanganga knocks it back to Joe Hart now. Joe Hart plays it to White. So the good game was Harvey White as well. On to Dele Alli now. Here's Lucas Moura. Just been fouled. So it's a free kick here for Tottenham now. No upset in this one. 5-0 as it stands to the away side. Free kick here. Possibility of making it 6. Dele Alli over it, as is White as well. Just confirmed there that the young lad who scored the goal is 16 years old. Here's White as well. That one's fired over the top. And Spurs are getting a few men ready. So it's 5-0 to Marine. We've got around that's 5-0 to Spurs against Marine. I wish it was 5-0 to Marine. Just getting a few men ready. And Gareth Bale being one of those. He's going to be getting around about, 26 minutes or so, plus stoppage time here in this one. I'm also getting a young lad. I think that's young Clark coming on as well. Jack Clark, I think. But Gareth Bale's coming on now. He is replacing Dele Alli, I should say. I think Lucas Moura is coming off as well, which he is. And I'm pretty sure that is young Jack Clark. Let me just double check. I think it might well be. There you go, Marine fans. I've given you a moment you can remember there. I said you were 5-0 up against Spurs. There you go. We can all hope. Would have been lovely if you were. But of course you are being beaten, unfortunately, by a convincing scoreline. It was Jack Clark that came on as well as Gareth Bale though. The number 9, on loan from Real Madrid. A little bit different to be playing against Barcelona compared to playing against the likes of Mourinho. even playing in the Premier League, of course, is a big difference as well. Playing the likes of Man City and Chelsea and Liverpool, etc. Manchester United, of course, Arsenal as well. Here's Mourinho in possession now. It's with the that was Jack Clark, I think it was it? No, it wasn't. It was White, in fact. He just gave that one away. And Mourinho are going to get another sub ready now as well. Getting a sub ready of their own. Still, Mourinho 0, Tottenham 5. The young man making the scoring the 5th goal there, Alfie Devine, 16-year-old, to continue the route for Tottenham with Carlos Vinicius getting a hat-trick and Lucas Moura scoring as well. Both of those have just been sacrificed a moment ago. Have Lucas Moura and Dele Alli, I should say, not Carlos Vinicius. It wasn't him that came off. He's still on the pitch at the moment as it stands. Don't know how long for, though. Whether he'll make the full 90 or not. And here's the substitution now for Mourinho. And it is the number 8 going off, which is which is Hamami, I should say. And they're bringing on Doyle, the number 4. Which is Doyle is, what position is Doyle? Let me have a look here now. I think he's a midfielder. If I can find him on my squad list. But it's currently with Tottenham right now anyway, with Joe Hart. And it's been played along. Here's Devine again, the goal scorer there, the scorer of the 5th. So now with Tottenham again, playing it around. Japhet Tanganga now. Here's Clark. White, sorry. Now with Devine again. Joe Rodon, Japhet Tanganga. Here's White. Looking to find Jedson Fernandez. Gareth Bale's in there as well. You can see him running around there. There he is, just on the edge of the box. Here's Fernandez from Ben Davies. There's Bale now, first touch. Here's White now. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez gets it back again. Here's Japhet Tanganga. Knocks it to the right. Here's Matt Doherty now. Tanganga. Onto White now. Here's Jedson Fernandez. Here's Tanganga again. Here's White now. Here's Spurs man just been fouled there. I think that was that Devine that was just brought down? I think it might have been on the edge of the box there. There's Gareth Bale's over this one, as is Jedson Fernandez as well. Still 5-0 to decide 4th in the Premier League. Gareth Bale's over this free kick there. Is he going to have an attempt at Bailey Passan's goal? He's not long been on the pitch. He's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes. Here's Bale. Effort from Bale, and it's taken a good, solid bit of goalkeeping there from Bailey Passan to stop that from being 6. It's a little bit fortunate to a degree, but it was his positioning was very good actually. Was the goalkeepers there? Here's the substitute Clark now. An effort here from Fernandez. Good play there off of David Raven, who does really well there for the home side. Here's the number 7 now, which is Kengley. Good play there by Mourinho. On towards Kegney again. Just battling well there with Japhet Tanganga. He knocks that one behind for a throw-in. About 20 minutes ago. Mourinho 0, Tottenham 5. Still a couple of subs left to be made for Mourinho. One more for Spurs as well that can be made. Wonder if Son will be that change or whether it will be anyone else. It'd be nice if it was Son for Mourinho, I'm sure. And they are getting a sub ready. It doesn't look like it is going to be Son, so Son's going to see this one out. He's not going to feature today. Looks like it's might well be Regulon, the man that comes on here, I think. Here's Solomon Davis now. Battling with a goalkeeper, Joe Hart. And he's knocks on to Jack Clark there. And here's the number 11 from Marine now, Barrigan. Tries to whip it into the box, but it's gone behind. The Spurs are going to get this final substitute ready now. And it is Sergio Regulon, who's coming on to replace Ben Davis. Good game here so far for Ben Davis today. The number 33, the Welshman, he's done well. Regulon's going to get a final 20 minutes or so in this one. And it is he going straight into the action? Yes, he is. He's taking the throw straight away. It's with Japhet Tanganga now for Tottenham. Centre back, of course. Plays it across to his partner, Joe Rodon. And in now to Jason Fernandez. Into the young lad, White, on his debut as well. Here's the other young lad, Jack Clark now. Jack Clark's looking to bring this one out of defence as well. He does try and feed Vinicius there, but wasn't able to do anything with that. Tanganga wins it and feeds the ball back to Clark now. To White and then to Clark, sorry. And it's now over on this right-hand side with Matt Doherty. Gareth Bale getting a touch. Here's White. There's Fernandez now. Fernandez having to go back, is he? Yes, he goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Joe Hart there. Good touch from the former Burnley and Manchester City man. Also had spells at West Ham as well. It's now with Regulon via Joe Rodon there. Here's White in possession of the ball to Japhet Tanganga. Here's Gareth Bale getting another touch again. Knocks it onto the goal scorer, which is the number 54, Divine, the young lad, number 54, 16-year-old. Gets it back again. Plays it to Gareth Bale there. Second spell at Tottenham, of course. The Welshman. Gets it back. Here's Bale. Closed out well there by the Marine midfielder. It's now with Barrigan here in the centre of midfield. Out to this left-hand side. Barrigan gets it back. And there's the number 3 there now, Joyce. Battling there. It's giving it away there. There's Fernandez. Tanganga knocks it back to Rosen, who knocks it on to Regulon there. Sergio Regulon now. There's Gareth Bale. Here is the young lad White again. Back with Regulon, back with White, back with Bale. Gareth Bale here now looking to try and make things happen. Here's Tottenham trying to go for this 6th goal. Here's Clark, young Jack Clark. There's Tanganga now out to the right-hand side. Matt Doherty gets it back. No, he doesn't. It's now with White again. He's had a good debut as White today. He's done well. Gareth Bale was involved as well there, but that didn't quite reach Bale through Divine, I think it was, or Clark. Couldn't quite see which man it was there. It's given away now. And here comes Clark for Tottenham. Here's Clark into the area. Jack Clark knocks it back, and a good effort from Tottenham to get to the edge of the box there, and then White just miscues that one. It's good play though, I should say. Not a good effort. It was a poor effort, in fact, in the end. But good play from White to get into the position he was in. I mean, and they're just showing the pitch now as well. It looks a very nice pitch actually. Does Russet Park with Marine there, getting 2 subs ready now as well. Just going to see who these 2 are. Divine's coming off, number 20. And also they're bringing off Cummins as well. And they're bringing on Kenneth Strickland and also Wignall, which is, I think his name's Ryan Wignall, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. 14 and 16, replacing 20 and 9. There's one for Cummins, just had his school kids about anyway. Played, to say that he competed against Tottenham. The likes of Gareth Bale and had a battle with Toby Alderweireld for 45 minutes and Joe Rodon as well, of course. The Marine captain there has just come off there. Top goal scorer as well. And it's them with Bailey Passan to take the goal kick, which he whips it long now. It's well headed on by Tottenham. Back towards Carlos Vinicius now. And it's now the number 4 in possession of the ball, which is Doyle. It's now with Tottenham. Number 48 there. Young White on his debut. 15 to play. Marine 0, Tottenham 5 as it stands. Be nice if Marine are to get a goal. It would be a nice moment for them and for their fans. It's Tanganga now. Tanganga again. Gets it back. Goes all the way back to Joe Hart, who knocks it on. Tries to start from the back through Joe Rodon now. Joe Rodon goes out to Jack Clark, the substitute. Or one of the substitutes for Tottenham. Here's Tanganga, one of the other substitutes as well. Came on at half time. Goes long and is given away now. Marine aren't able to do anything with it though. And it's Alfie Devine gets it on to Jason Fernandez now. And now out with Sergio Reguilon here now. Reguilon gives that one away to the Marine midfielder there, which I think might have been could have been. I couldn't quite see who it was. In fact, people watching them from all over the place. You've got somebody in Ethiopia as well. Very happy Sunday to you. I don't know what time of day it is. It's with Marina. Is that Strickland on the ball? Let's have a look. What number is he? No, it was Wignall, the other substitute. Of course, 4th and 5th round draws are both being made tomorrow as well for Spurs fans. And also Chorley fans as well after their victory over Derby County yesterday. Well done to them. Be great if they were to draw a big side. Here's Tottenham trying to bring it out now. Goes out to Matt Doherty on this right-hand side. Takes it past his man and is fouled as well. Brought down there by, I think that's just gone into the book there as well. Is that Joyce in the book? Let's see. Hasn't been a dirty game. There's not been too many yellows. I think that could even possibly be the first. Yes, that is the first. It's taken 78 minutes for the first yellow card. And it's gone to James Joyce of Marine, their left back. It's Marine on the attack now, trying to build through the midfield. There's good play there by the substitute. Wignall wins the throw. And Son, you're just showing him there, is all wrapped up, but yeah, he's on the bench today. Doesn't get any minutes. Doesn't come on. Would have been nice for Marine to see him, but they've seen him in some capacity, but not in the capacity they would have probably liked. Here's White now. Clark. Here's Tanganga. Here's White again. White goes long. Touched on, well defended by David Raven there. And he gets it back and he tries to bring it out off defence. Here's Raven. Here's Barrigan now. Raven gets it back. He's giving it back to Barrigan. Back to Raven, who's now bringing it out of defence. He's trying to maraud forward. He wants himself a goal, does David Raven today. Here's Jedson Fernandez now. Brought down by the substitute there, which was the number 4, Doyle. And currently about 10 minutes to go until the end of the game here now. And Marine are on their way out. 5-0 down here against the Premier League High Flyers. Here's Tanganga now. Joe Rodon. Here's Sergio Reguilon. Here's Clark, switches the play to Tanganga again. There's Tanganga whacks this one to the left-hand side now. And well played there by Reguilon there. Wins this header. Gets it back from Clark. Reguilon to White now. Fernandez tries to feed it through. Well seen out there. The ball was tried to be put through to Matt Doherty. Seen out by Marine there. And it stops Spurs from getting in behind for 6. But that was good play again from Marine, who are just about to make another sub now as well. It was good defensive play that time. And it is David Raven coming off for Marine here now. And he's going to be replaced by number 15, which is Shaw. Danny Shaw is coming on. Raven, of course, made a lot of Football League appearances, as I mentioned earlier. Also made his debut for Liverpool against Spurs as well, back a number of years ago now. I think that's the only time he played actually for Liverpool was in that game against Spurs. Only made that one appearance. And there's the substitute involved as well now, but that was Miley as well, knocks it back. Here's the substitute for Tottenham, Clark. On to the other substitute, Reguilon, who whips this one in. And it's Devine, the scorer of the 5th now. Matt Doherty there. Jason Fernandez. On to Clark, Jack Clark. Gets it back from Reguilon. Here's Clark again. Into the box, and it's put off of the Marine man there into the hands of Bailey Passan. Comes off of the man that's just come on to it not long ago, Kenneth Strickland. And Marine, the manager there, looks very happy. It's a great occasion for Marine, even though they are being beaten quite convincingly here, or very convincingly here. There's the number 4 trying to feed this one through. Doyle, that was, and it's been given as a Marine free kick here too. To be taken by the number 14, which is Kenneth Strickland. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm single and ready to mingle. Have you got Jurgen's number? Has just been shown across the screen. Ask Jose Mourinho, he won't tell you. Here's Mourinho. Here's Strickland in possession of the ball. He's going to get it back as well. He goes long. Here's Here's Kengney. Hamami was substituted earlier on. Here's Tottenham in possession now. It's Jason Fernandez given away. Just well defended by the Marine man. I think that was Miley that time. Or Shaw. Or might have been Shaw. I don't know. Here's Jack Clark now in possession of the ball for Tottenham, the young lad. Gives it to another young man who's also making his debut today, White as well. And on to Gareth Bale, who's going to open up his body here and have a shot. But that one is not troubling Bailey Passan in the home goal there, the Marine goal. Gareth Bale hasn't done a lot. There's Kengney for Marine. Could have given them the lead early on as well. This is going to show that chance again now as well that smashed Joe Hart's crossbar. That's the one moment that they've had in this game that was close to being a goal, really. And that was very early on. That was about 25, 26 minutes, or maybe even before that, in fact. It's with Marine now, and it's the number 16, the substitute Brian Wignall. Here's Solomon Davis, back to the goalkeeper, Bailey Passan, who whacks that one up into the air. And the number 5, Miley, heads it on, but only out of play. So we're not too far away from the end of this game now. About 5 minutes or so to go. And it's Spurs in a commanding victory. They'll go on and they'll win this one now. And here is Tottenham. It's Jason Fernandez. Gareth Bale's probably one of the furthest forward. Here's the young lad, Alfie Devine, who scored the 5th goal today, the 16-year-old. Here's Jack Clark. Here's Jaffet Tanganga now. I suppose he got a man holding his groin or whatever there, but I think he might be just a bit cramped up considering he's played a lot of minutes, I think. There's your moment of fame. There's 5 or 6 there that are on the TV. There's a moment for you. Marine fans, of course. Here's Tottenham in possession now. Jack Clark. Sergio Reguilon now. The Spanish international, of course. Here's Fernandez. Back from White. Back to White again. Trickled pass. Jason Fernandez now. Jack Clark knocks it down the line. There's Jack Clark again now. Gets it back from Fernandez. Jack Clark's going to try and take it past this man there. Jack Clark whips it in. It's good defending by the Marine man there. But here's Sergio Reguilon now. Jack Clark, now Fernandez. Goes wide. Gareth Bale's got a touch. Here's the young substitute now that came on earlier on. Jack Clark now again. Here's Jason Fernandez. So Spurs keep possession of the ball. Here's Jason Fernandez now. Sergio Reguilon. Gareth Bale. Knocked on by Jack Clark to Jason Fernandez. Gets it back. Just a few minutes ago. I don't think we'll have too much stoppage time here. Probably there hasn't been any injuries or whatever, so maybe we might have 1 minute at very most. But in fact, the fact it's 5-0, it could mean that they might just want to put Marine out of their misery. They're showing a few more fans there of Marine as well, just behind their board. Good touch that by Gareth Bale. Beautiful little back heel into the path of Devine there. Through the middle to Reguilon. Reguilon's in. And it's come off of the Marine man there, which is Josh Solomon Davis, and it's gone behind for a corner ball. It's well played there by the Marine right back. Of course, you can join us again on RS Media shortly as well for a great tie between Newport County and Brighton as well, which is coming up shortly. I think it is Brighton they're playing, I think, if I'm correct. Just showing the goals again. Couple of moments from Carlos Vinicius. I think they've given him the man of the match, and you can't really argue with that. I think we probably do the same for RS Media. We'll probably give him man of the match here as well. As much as I would like to give them Marine players a mention, I think Kengley has been their bright spark, that's for sure. He's done a very good game. Here's Clark now. Devine. Here's White. Looking to give it to Bale, is he? Which he does. Here's Gareth Bale in possession of the ball. Jason Fernandez. There's Devine again. On to Doherty. Back to Devine. Back to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's going to play it short here into the midfield to Sergio Reguilon there. On to Harvey White that time. I think that was. But into the hands of the goalkeeper. And Marine manager, they're just applauding the side. Was good play there by Gareth Bale. Earlier on, he had that attempt, of course, as well, not too long ago. It's now with Marine here. Be great if they were to get a goal. It really would. Here's the number 16 now, which is the substitute Wignall. Couldn't quite get on the end of that one. Howard's involved as well. Michael Howard there. It's put behind by Jason Fernandez there for Tottenham for a Marine throw. Solomon Davis over it and throws it into Doyle. Given away though. It's now Devine there, and it's well whacked clear by Miley. Out of play for a throw-in to Tottenham. It's going to be taken over on this right-hand side by Matt Doherty, former Wolves man. Final score is going to be coming up shortly as well. I don't think we'll have too much stoppage time, so looks like the final score will probably be just a 5 for Spurs today. So it's quite good that Marine have kept it to a relatively respectable scoreline. We're just going to have we've got 2 minutes to go. Even 6 is actually a relatively respectable scoreline if they are to score again, but I don't, I don't want that to happen. 5 would be a good enough scoreline, really. Marine could take a lot of credit from that. Here's Clark now, though, trying to look for that 6 for Tottenham towards Regular. Well played by Josh Solomon-Davis and put behind off of the Spanish international from Marine throw. We're into the first of the 2 minutes of stoppage time as well. Solomon-Davis over this throw-in. Solomon-Davis is just going to throw this one into play now. And they go long here to Marine. It's well played by Tottenham, though. And Jesse Fernandez whacks up one forward towards Carlos Vinicius, who's trying to chase it down, but Bailey Persan comes out and claims it. We're halfway through the 2 minutes of stoppage time now. 1 played, 1 to go. And Spurs are in the hat for round 4 and round 5, which is going to be drawn tomorrow. It's a good touch on by Bale there now. Will they get the 6th? Touch there. Oh, that should have probably been the 6th there. I think that was Carlos Vinicius, who you would have fancied to make that 6 there to get his 4th, but he's put that one wide of the goal. So it's still 5-0 to Tottenham. Should have probably been 6, but 5 is a fairly respectable scoreline for Marine. And 6 is a little bit harsh, of course, in terms of the way they played. And of course, the way that Carlos Vinicius has played, you would have put money on him to score that one. He's already got 3 today. Probably should have had 4 there. The man that's just been crowned man of the match as well. And it's with Marine. We've got around about just a few seconds left of this game now. And there you go. The referee, Michael Oliver, has blown his whistle. And non-league Marine have been beaten by 5-0. Goal scorers for Tottenham were Lucas Moura was on the score sheet. Also, the young 16-year-old Alfie Devine as well. And then a hat-trick for Carlos Vinicius. So a youthful ending Spurs side. I brought on a few debutants as well. One of those scoring, of course, the 16-year-old there. Are through to round 4 and round 5 to be drawn tomorrow. Credit to Marine. Of course, they've knocked out higher opposition. They knocked out Havant last round. They knocked out Colchester the round before that as well. And, they can't be too downbeat with that one. The better side won on the day. The side that everyone would have expected to win. And final score here from Rossett Park. Marine 0, Tottenham Hotspurs 5. All right, buddy?
Yeah, really interesting game, that.
They've not been sort of
really well.
They've not been sort of too battered, have they? Really?
No, I think 5-0 is a reasonable good scoreline.
Yeah,
for 8th tier team.
8th tier, yeah, absolutely. I didn't mention that Northwest Division. Yeah, Northwest Counties League. Yeah.
So I mean, as you can see on screen, Passon is having a good chat with Joe Hart.
Yeah.
So he's going to learn some experience there. And I'm sure he's going to pass. I think he's asking for Joe Hart's shirt.
Possibly, yeah.
Would be something memorable for him, especially when Tottenham have run the show.
Oh,
the first
for sure.
quarter of an hour, Marine were really good. They could have easily scored, especially with Kaninga, who I would say has been their best player on the show. But hats off to Marine, 8th tier team in the 3rd round, beaten 5-0 by fourth placed Premier League side Tottenham Hotspur.
Just going around, that's really nice as well. Just going around applauding all the fans that are outside their flats and their houses.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, they're all really happy. Obviously, Marine would have liked to have been in the 4th round, but obviously Mourinho got the better of him.
Yeah, Mourinho have knocked out, and Mourinho's knocked out Marine. Yeah. So we are going to be covering another game. Covering another game as well. It is Newport Brighton, isn't it? Was that right?
Yeah, Newport Brighton, which Matt will be covering from around about 7:30.
Yeah.
With it kicking off 7:45 live on BT Sport.
Just interviewing Lucas Moura there as well. Now the Spurs' third goal scorer. It was a lovely free kick from him as well. I know, it was a good opportunity from Spurs in that position, and to get it up and over the wall, there was a good finish from him.
Yeah, really good finish. I've got to give a standing ovation to Marine having 5 shots, 2 on target against a very good Tottenham side. I mean,
they kept them down to just 2 corners as well.
Yeah, and 8 shots on target for Spurs as well,
which isn't loads. Yeah, they did score 5 of the 8, but that's not bad at all. It would have been a difficult afternoon or difficult evening for Tottenham there, and they've come through it quite convincingly in the end. But yeah, Marine have to get the credit for this tie. They've sort of shown what they're about. They haven't played for a number of weeks as well in the build up to this, so they're not too sure what's going to happen with their league campaign either. So
the last time that they actually did play was Boxing Day.
Yeah, and they won, didn't they? I think as well.
Let's see if I can.
Hold on.
I'm actually looking at that.
I'm sure they won. I'm sure they won 2-1. 2-0, 2-1.
2-0, I think.
Hold on one sec. I did see it.
But I will double check.
Yeah, so of course, Marine, I've got their cup stats as well. They've done really well, actually. They've started off in the first qualifying round, the preliminary qualifying round, actually. They knocked out Barnsley Town. They knocked out Frickley. They knocked out Runcorn, the Nets. They knocked out Nantwich, Chester City as well. And then, of course, getting to the first round, they beat Colchester and haven't. And then that's how they got this tie today. And the last time they played was a 2-1 victory away at the City of Liverpool.
Yeah. So hats off to them. They've got to be proud. The last team to play in the preliminary rounds of the FA Cup to get to the third round.
Yeah, they've done really well.
But obviously, 6th tier, Chorley, the first team in 30 years to have beaten a team in tier that are in the Premier League or the Championship in 30 years.
Yeah, that's right. They've done very well.
And everyone says it's a shock. In my opinion, I don't think it is a shock because the Derby players that played
a lot of them were youthful, weren't they? Yeah.
They were all youth players, and they would have probably, if they went out on loan, they would probably end up going out on loan to
somebody in around about that teams. Sort of division. Yeah.
In the National League North, but for me, I think Marine have got to be really happy with this.
Yeah, they've got to be proud of themselves. That's for sure. They're all part timers as well. They've all got day jobs and stuff. So that's Tottenham train every single virtually every single day. Maybe sort of 1 or 2 days off, but I think Marine only train once or twice a week as well. So,
and they haven't. They were given special dispensation to actually train.
Yeah,
because they're actually a non-elite team. They were actually given some special dispensation to play to train still.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah,
them and Everton and Liverpool gave up their training grounds just so that they can train their games. I think they trained Friday night at Everton and then Saturday on at Liverpool. So,
and they've had a few Liverpool. I think it was Liverpool that offered them tactical analysis of Tottenham as well.
Well, Jurgen Klopp likes to beat Jose Mourinho up, so
exactly.
So
likes to beat him.
I wouldn't be ashamed if he did do that.
No, Jamie Carragher was involved as well, sponsoring the kits and stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, what I did see one stat I didn't mention during the game that I wanted to mention was that actually before the game, Tottenham were getting changed in one of the marine hospitality sections rather than in the changing rooms, because they've got one changing room and Marine used that for themselves. They were a little bit greedy on that part.
But when you've got 19 players that need to get changed, in a small club like Marine, then you can only have like 6 of them in a changing room at one time.
At once. Yeah.
Then because they're not non-league and they're not in a equal bubble or whatever with anyone else. Then
they've just shown that shot again there now. It smashes the crossbar, and then I see where the corners come from because Hearts had to just parry it over the top. Yeah, because it still stays in play in the air.
Yeah.
But that was a good effort from Mourinho anyway. I've enjoyed that as much as I'm an Arsenal fan. I'll say that now, but Tottenham deserved to win on that occasion. Mourinho gave them a good go. They were solid for about 25 minutes. Could have scored themselves as well, but then when Spurs got 2 or 3, then you know which way it's going to go, don't you? You know it's a matter of trying to keep the score down, which Mourinho did to a respectable level. Yeah.
Yep. And now Mike's going to go on Storm FM and play out some music for the next 3 hours. So
probably a little bit less. I'm going to go and eat my dinner, so I'm going to be a little bit delayed today. But yeah, I need a 15-20 minute break.
But the first song of that show will probably be the song at Marine.
I want to play it. I need to find it. Yeah, I'm going to find it and play it. Yeah. Mighty Marine. Yeah. It's a good song. I will play it on my show. I think it's a nice little song. It's a good cup song. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for jumping in at full time and half time, Ryan, as well.
Yeah, but I was watching the game. I might as well.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, and I was watching it live, so it makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Mike, for doing this. Really appreciate it. And
that's all right. I wanted to bring this tie just in case we got a shock, but obviously that wasn't to be. Yeah, but well done, Spurs. They're in the hat for round 4 and round 5, and let's see what happens. Hopefully they'll get a good tie. Hopefully we've got a couple of good ties to bring you for round 4 and round 5 as well. So cheers for listening, guys. I'm going to go and grab some food before I start my show. Tune in to RS Media for the Newport Brighton game with Matt as well, which is going to be coming up in around about half an hour or so.
Yep. Thank you and good.